Do you believe it? Just a single pack of instant noodles, a glass of soda, or a piece of fried chicken can silently damage your kidneys day by day? Asterisk, asterisk. It sounds unbelievable, but medical science has proven this. More than 70% of chronic kidney failure cases are directly related to daily diet and lifestyle habits. The kidneys, though small, carry an enormous responsibility: filtering blood, removing toxins, balancing minerals, and even activating vitamin D to keep bones strong. Yet the very eating habits we consider normal are silently poisoning them every single day. Right finger before we dive deeper. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest videos from. If you have any questions while watching, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. But first, let's take a closer look at why our kidneys are so vital. Dear friends, your kidneys may be only the size of a fist, but they carry a massive workload. Every day, the two kidneys filter over 180 liters of raw fluid from the blood, refining it into about 50 gallons of clean blood, removing countless toxins and wastes, while keeping the essential nutrients your body needs. They also balance salt and water, regulate blood pressure, produce the hormone erythropoietin to make red blood cells, and activate vitamin D to keep bones strong. In short, the kidneys are truly the life filter that sustains us every minute of every day. But here's the danger. Kidney disease usually develops silently. In its early stages, there are almost no obvious symptoms: no pain, no fever, no major fatigue. By the time signs appear, like swelling, reduced urination, or high blood pressure, the disease has often progressed severely. Some people only discover it after losing more than 70% of kidney function. According to modern medical research, the two leading causes of kidney failure worldwide are chronic high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. When blood sugar stays high or blood pressure remains elevated, the tiny blood vessels in the glomeruli get damaged, and the kidneys lose their ability to filter blood effectively. And guess what? Beyond those two common culprits, there's another, hidden enemy: our everyday diet. Habits like eating too much salt, sugar, processed foods, or reused cooking oil act like small sparks. Day after day they accumulate. And one day, they ignite into a silent explosion that pushes the kidneys into failure without us even realizing it. So, what kinds of foods in our daily meals are silently destroying our kidneys? You'll be surprised to know that many seemingly harmless, cheap, and convenient dishes are actually the biggest culprits. And the very first name is something almost everyone has tried, and some are even addicted to: instant noodles. Instant noodles are often seen as a savior during busy times. But behind that convenience hides countless dangers. A single packet contains up to 1.600 to 2.000 milligrams of sodium, almost equal to, or even exceeding, the maximum daily salt intake recommended by the World Health Organization. When too much salt enters the body, the kidneys are forced to work overtime to expel it. Over time, this leads to water retention, high blood pressure, and damage to the glomeruli. Even more concerning, instant noodles contain the preservative TBHQ, derived from butane, the same substance found in lighter fluid. Studies have warned that TBHQ can disrupt the immune system, increase cancer risk, and impair kidney function when it accumulates in the body long-term. On top of that, instant noodles lack potassium, an essential mineral for fluid balance. A deficiency in potassium can trigger irregular heartbeat, fatigue, and place additional stress on the kidneys. After instant noodles, the next major culprit silently harming the kidneys, and one that many people consume daily without a second thought, is sugar and carbonated soft drinks. Did you know that when you load your body with excessive sugar, especially refined sugar, your pancreas must constantly release insulin to regulate blood sugar levels? Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, which can result in type 2 diabetes. And diabetes is one of the 2 leading causes of chronic kidney disease worldwide. It doesn't stop there. Soft drinks also contain phosphoric acid, which reduces bone density and increases the risk of kidney stones. A U.S. study found that people who drank at least 2 cans of soda a day had twice the risk of kidney failure compared to those who did not. This proves that what seems like a harmless habit can have devastating consequences. Additionally, the sugar in soft drinks raises blood lipids, promotes obesity, and directly strains the blood vessels within the kidney's filtering units. Once those vessels harden or become clogged, the filtration process declines, paving the fastest road toward kidney failure. Right finger, that's why, if you want to protect your kidneys and your overall health, you should cut back on refined sugar and instead opt for natural sweetness from fresh fruits, pure honey, or dried fruit, and above all, treat plain water as your kidney's most loyal and trustworthy friend. After sugar and soda, another name that cannot be left out of the list of kidney-damaging foods is fried chicken, a favorite dish of many, especially young people. As you can see, fried chicken is usually deep-fried in oil at very high temperatures. When oil and batter combine with chicken under intense heat, harmful compounds are formed, known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These substances act like toxic waste in the body, triggering inflammation, damaging blood vessels and cells. And since the kidneys are the main organ responsible for filtering waste, they must work overtime to remove these toxins, eventually becoming overloaded and weakened. That's not all. The industrial oils used to fry chicken are loaded with unhealthy trans fats. These are the culprits behind hardened arteries, increased blood pressure, and the indirect destruction of kidney function. What's worse, in many fast food restaurants, the frying oil is reused multiple times, producing toxic aldehydes and free radicals, both scientifically linked to higher risks of cancer and chronic kidney disease. Some studies also show that a diet high in fried foods makes protein leak into the urine, one of the earliest warning signs of kidney damage. Right finger, that's why we should limit industrial fried foods as much as possible. If you crave them, make them at home with healthier oils such as olive oil or coconut oil. And most importantly, never reuse frying oil. After fried chicken, the next culprit is red meat, beef, pork, lamb, and so on. While these foods are rich in nutrients, packed with protein and iron, consuming too much places a heavy burden on the kidneys. When the body digests large amounts of animal protein, it generates nitrogenous waste. The kidneys then have to work continuously to filter and excrete it through urine. Over time, this constant strain damages the glomeruli and reduces their filtering capacity. Additionally, red meat contains high levels of purines, which break down into uric acid. Elevated uric acid levels can crystallize, depositing in the joints to cause gout, and especially accumulating in the kidneys to form kidney stones. This is why people who eat a lot of red meat are at much higher risk of both kidney stones and gout. A study in Singapore that tracked over 60,000 people found that those who consumed large amounts of red meat had up to a 40% higher risk of chronic kidney disease compared to those who ate less. This proves that balance in the diet is far more important than the more, the better. You can eat red meat, but ideally no more than 2 to 3 meals per week, and balance it with fish, poultry, tofu, soy products, or nuts to ease the burden on your kidneys. At the same time, pair it with plenty of vegetables and drink enough water to help your body flush out toxins more effectively. Food number 5. Industrial bread. Packaged bread, the kind you see stacked in supermarkets and convenience stores. At first glance, a loaf of bread seems harmless, even convenient for breakfast, but to extend its shelf life for weeks or even months without spoiling, manufacturers add multiple preservatives. The most dangerous among them is potassium bromate, a chemical banned in many countries due to its link with kidney damage and cancer risk. Alongside it is TBHQ, an artificial antioxidant used to keep bread from going rancid. Over time, the accumulation of these chemicals weakens the kidney's ability to filter blood. Think about it. A normal, handmade loaf of bread goes moldy within 1 to 2 days. Yet industrial bread can stay soft for a week and look fresh, even after a month. That's a clear red flag for our health. Not to mention, this bread is usually made from refined flour, stripped of nearly all fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Eating it causes blood sugar to spike, forcing both the pancreas and kidneys to overwork. For those at risk of diabetes or high blood pressure, this becomes the fast lane to kidney disease. Right finger, that's why we should minimize industrial bread. Instead, choose whole grain bread with fewer additives, or better yet, bake your own at home. It's richer in fiber, safer, and doesn't overload the kidneys. Clapperboard *. Food number 6. Alcohol and stimulants. After industrial bread, the next culprit many assume only harms the liver, but in reality, it also destroys the kidneys, is alcohol and stimulants. Did you know that when you drink alcohol, your body becomes severely dehydrated? That's because alcohol suppresses the antidiuretic hormone, making the kidneys flush out more water. The kidneys are then forced to filter blood while dehydrated, which over time causes serious damage. It doesn't stop there. Alcohol also raises blood pressure, one of the top causes of kidney failure. For people who already have underlying conditions like diabetes or hypertension, drinking alcohol is like pouring fuel on the fire, accelerating kidney damage. Beyond alcohol, stimulants like excessive coffee, energy drinks, and smoking are also harmful. High doses of caffeine speed up the heart rate, raise blood pressure, and put continuous stress on the kidneys. Meanwhile, the toxins in cigarettes directly destroy the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. A U.S. study revealed that people who regularly consume alcohol have twice the risk of kidney disease compared to those who drink sparingly. This confirms that alcohol is not only the silent killer of the liver but also a dangerous enemy of the kidneys. Right finger, therefore, if you want to protect your kidneys, cut back on alcohol and stimulants. Instead of beer, choose water, herbal teas, or fresh fruit juice. They quench thirst and make the kidneys breathe easier. Finally, in today's list, we have instant cereals, seemingly healthy foods that in fact carry hidden risks for the kidneys. Instant cereals are often advertised as nutritious and convenient for breakfast. But the truth is, most of them are loaded with refined sugar, processed starch, and low-quality oils. Once eaten, they cause blood sugar to spike, forcing insulin to surge. Over time, this raises the risk of type 2 diabetes. And as you already know, diabetes is the shortest road to chronic kidney disease. Moreover, to produce industrial cereals, many growers also use glyphosate, a common herbicide during cultivation. When glyphosate residues accumulate in the body over time, they can disrupt kidney function. In fact, multiple studies in Sri Lanka and Latin America have revealed a strong link between glyphosate exposure and high rates of chronic kidney disease among cereal farmers. On top of that, instant cereals are often loaded with artificial colors and flavorings to attract children. These additives place extra metabolic strain on both the liver and kidneys, forcing them to work overtime. Right finger, that's why, instead of instant cereals, you should prioritize whole oats, homemade granola, or unrefined whole grains. These retain their natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals, making them far friendlier to your kidneys and long-term health. Checkmark. So, in today's video, we've walked through 7 everyday foods that silently damage the kidneys. Each one is familiar and common in daily meals. But when overconsumed for a long time, the kidneys are the ones that pay the heaviest price. The key isn't about eliminating them completely, but about moderation, choosing natural, wholesome foods, and always remembering that we only have 2 kidneys. Once they are damaged, recovery is extremely difficult. Dear friends, health is our greatest asset. Just small adjustments in our eating habits can keep the kidneys strong, the blood flowing smoothly, and the mind at peace for many years to come. Right finger if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to receive the latest health insights. Right finger, and if you've ever consumed these foods, or if you have questions about your health, leave a comment below. I'll do my best to respond and walk with you, day by day, in protecting your health with strength and resilience. Wishing you abundant health, peace, and happiness in life. See you again in the next videos on the channel.